The one thing when I start somebody with visualization work is that I start with something totally away from whatever activity they're wanting to visualize.
When you're teaching about visualization with these at these dive camps or any other athletes you're training one-on-one, how do you translate what you learned and experienced visually with imagery? Because I believe in visualization. I did it for many years. How do you translate teaching that emotion, that feeling to get into flow? What do you tell people?
Well, the first thing with visualization, and I learned through trial and error, because I learned visualization when I was 3.
Wow.
And that was, I'm sure by accident. My dance instructor said, okay, visualize yourself. No, she didn't say visualize. She said, okay, imagine yourself doing the routine. And she played the music, left the room. I was only 3 years old, so I was like, okay, that's how I interpreted it. And so that's how I learned visualization. And then later on, I learned relaxation exercises when I was going through puberty. It was like, I was suffering from anxiety and stress-related stuff. I also had asthma. And so what I learned in teaching visualization to dog agility people, ballroom dancers, water polo players, divers, I had to start with relaxation. I had to teach them the relaxation exercises.
Breathe, relax,
take them through the relaxation exercises. Then they would have a better opportunity for success in their visualization work. The one thing when I start somebody with visualization work is that I start with something totally away from whatever activity they're wanting to visualize. So,
like what?
Well, I have several kind of fun exercises. I think, let's see, there's a roller coaster ride, there's a horse, riding a horse, and I think the one that those two, because it's a wild,
exciting,
roller coaster ride, and I try and get them to use all of their senses. What are they feeling? What are they smelling? What are they hearing? What are they, what do they taste? Because when that adrenaline starts amping up, then you get dry mouth, cotton mouth, and so the horse ride and the roller coaster really taps into the adrenaline. The one that I really enjoy, especially with kids, is I tell them, okay, you're going to bake some cookies. And it's like, okay, pick somebody that you want to bake cookies with. Whether it's your mom, your best friend, your aunt, your uncle, whomever. Pick whoever it is. So there's an emotional connection to that person, and then I go through the measuring of the sugar and the flour and the texture of the butter and the smell of the extract, whether it be vanilla or almond or whatever it is. So they go through all of their senses, the sense of smell, taste, and all of that stuff. And I try and encourage them to use all of their senses, because you never know what's going to come out to the forefront as far as their strength. And so, that's how I teach visualization, that it's totally removed from what the activity is, because that's important, because if it goes wrong in the activity that they're wanting to do,
in real life.
Then it has a tendency of going wrong in real life.
So you have them practice other activity first. You have them relax, breathe, go through another activity of visualization. Then do you take them to the dive or to the sport after that?
Not necessarily. No, I mean, I let them hang out there. And then it's almost like, there are muscles, that you're flexing and so you're using to utilize. So the more that you flex those muscles and the more fun that you can have in doing it, the more likely you are to practice and do it.
Yeah.
So then you play along. It's like, oh, maybe, let's try this. They come to the conclusion on their own usually that, okay, I'm ready for this, and then their visualization kind of steps right into place.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
I've never heard someone talk about visualizing another activity first to heighten your senses, and then step into yours when you're ready.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's a great one. I'm going to start doing that.